Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, everyone, to another session. We're at now on lesson 23, page 32, and we're going to be doing something called Waw Leen, right? Just before we get into that, we're going to just quickly have a look. What did we do last session? So last session, we were on sukoon. We were continuing sukoon, and we said sukoon is this little shape that goes on a letter, and it basically allows this letter to join to the previous letter, right? So the previous letter will join to this letter, and we will stop on the initial sound of that letter, the beginning sound. So if we have E here, Hamza, E, and we have Mim with sukoon, we will say im, im. So the initial sound of Mim is M, a M sound. M. So the sukoon, with sukoon, we basically make the letter vowelless, right? It won't have a e, or on it. We'll just stop on it and pronounce the initial sound, right? And then we went through practice, and inshallah, you should have practiced and be ready to move on to the next session. Now, this lesson, we're going through something called Waw Leen. And Waw Leen basically means a wow that is preceded by a letter with fatha. So you could write on the side, wow sukoon, wow with sukoon, preceded by fatha, right? That's basically what it is, right? Now, if we have a letter with if we just start right here, we have a hamza with fatha and waw with sukoon, we say ow, ow, right? This lesson is actually really easy, right? Ow, ow. So all we're doing is we're pronouncing and then we're saying ow, ow, right? Be careful not to say oh, like lazy, like English lazy. You know, in English sometimes we slur our words. We might say ow, oh, oh. No, ow, 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 ow. Okay. Next one. Bow, bow. Next one. Tau, tau. Thou, thou, jow, jow, how, how. Now I'm going a bit quick because it should be quite straightforward, right? Next one, kha. So kha is a heavy letter. So make sure we say kha, kha, khaw, khaw. So see, it's not ow, it's more of a ow, ow, ow sound now. So for the heavy letters, you're going to have more of a sound, then join to the wow with sukoon. Khaw, khaw. Daw, daw. Thou, thou. Raw. So the ra is heavy, so make sure you say ra, raw, raw. Next one. Za, zaw, zaw. Next one. Saw, saw. Then shaw, shaw. Now sad is heavy. Sa, sa, sa. Make sure the back of the tongue is coming up. Sa, sa. Here, sa. So your tongue's not flat, not like a sa, sa. So. So make sure you pronounce that heavy sound, then join to the wow. So we say soul, soul. Lad is heavy as well. Low, low. Ta is heavy. Ta, taw, taw. Va is heavy as well. Wow, wow. Ah, ow, ow. Next one. Ra, raw, raw. Fa, fow, fow. Qa, qaw, qaw. When I'm saying qa, I'm just pronouncing the first letter here, qa, just so you can hear it's a qa, and then we're joining it to the waw. Qaw, qaw. Then we've got a ka here, then with waw sukoon. cow, 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 cow. La here with a wow school. Low, low, low. Ma, mau, mau. So look at my lips. Look how my lips are doing together. We say mau, mau. I'm not saying mau, mau, lazy. Mau, 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 mau. Then na, now, now. How, how. Wow, wow. Then yeah, yow, yow. Cool. Now we just got 4 lines here of practice, right? So let's look at this. First one. Walau, walau. Next one. Yaumi, yaumi. Next one. So now we've got a noon, fatha with wow sukoon. Now, mean with a dhammatain. Naumun, naumun. Next one. Fa with wow sukoon. Fawqa, 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 fawqa. Next one. Sawta, sawta. Next one. Khaw, and then a fa with a dhammatain. Khawfun, 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 kha, 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 khawfun. Next one. Ha with a wow sukoon. Hawla, hawla, hawla. Next one. Sawfa, sawfa. Next one. Saw, hamza with fatha, ta, marbuta with fatha. Sawata, sawata. Next one. And obviously I'm really exaggerating. If you're reading just normal text, you say sawata, sawata, right? Quickly. But when we're reading later on, reading the Quran, we're gonna really, give each letter its right. Okay, next one. Law mata, law mata, law mata. Ah, with a wow sukoon. Aw, awsati, awsati. Now, ti, remember it's ta is heavy, so the back of the throat is thick. It's heavy, and back of the throat. The back of the tongue lifts up to make the sound a bit heavy. So be careful not to say awsati, t. It's not t, it's ti, right? Awsati. This was actually the most difficult letter for me. One of the most difficult letters when learning Arabic, right? It's very tricky for me. Some people get it straight away. For me, it was quite tricky. Li, qa, qaw. The mim with kasra tanween, min. Li qawmin, li qawmin. Next one. Ya, raw, na. Ya rawna, ya rawna. Next one. Qa with a wow sukoon. Qawla, qawla, qawla. Next one. Qaw. Then we've got a lam with a fathatain. We said fathatain, it will always have an alif come after it. So this is lam alif, yes. But the alif is just written after every fathatain, right? So we will say qawlan, qawlan. Next one. Zaw, jan. and then this fatha always comes after fatha tanween. Sorry, this alif always comes after fatha tanween or fathatain. Yeah. When I first learned Arabic, I learned fatha tanween, fathatain. It's all the same, right? Two fathas. Okay. Zawjan. Zawjan. Next one. Yawman. 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 Next one. Qa. With a wow. Qaw. Qaw. Qawman. Qawman. Qa. Qa. Qawman. Make sure you get the qa out. Don't say ka. Ka. Qa. Qa. Qawman. Qawman. Man. And the alif here is just written after the fathatain. Cool. Last line. Maw'idhatun. Yeah, there's a dhammatain on the ta marbuta. Tun. Maw'idhatun. Maw'idhatun. Ida. Idatun. Maw'idhatun. Next one. Fir. Fir. Yeah. So fi with a ra, with a sukoon. Fir. 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 A. Fatha. Aw. Nun with a fatha. Na. Fir'auna. Fir'auna. Fir'aun is Pharaoh, right? In Arabic, it's the Arabic word for Pharaoh. Fir'auna. Fir'auna. No. Okay, you. And then here we have a Hamza sitting on a wow. Remember we said Hamza can sit on different letters. Here it's sitting on a wow. So all we're going to pay attention to is the Hamza. So we're going to pronounce you and then Hamza with sukoon. Yu. 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 Then ta with a fatha and wow with sukoon. Yu. Taw. Na. Noon with fatha. Na. Yu. Tawna. Yu. Tawna. Yu. Tawna. Yu. Tawna. Next one. A. Fatha. Wow sukoon. Aw. Ha. Na. Awhana. Awhana. Aw. 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 And really make sure you get that out. Don't say awhana. Aw. 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 Don't say that, right? Make sure it's clear. Aw. Aw. Awhana. Aw. 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 Awhana. Cool. Raw. 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 Rawdatin. Rawdatin. Raw. 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 Datin. Raw. Rawdatin. Cool. Rawdatin. Next one. Fa. Ra. Aw. Hu. Fara'awhu. Fara'awhu. Fara. Fa is light. Fa. Fara. Fara'awhu. And this is especially when we're reading tajweed, we have to make sure each letter we give it right. If it's light, make it light. Fa. Fara. Look at my mouth. Even fatha, when you pronounce it, the mouth is wide. Fa, when it's a light letter. Fara'awhu. 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 Tamam. So yeah, just practice those words, inshallah. As always, just make the recording, send in the group, and pay attention to any amendments. And then we'll go on to the next lesson, which is something called Waw Leen, which is a very easy lesson as well. And we'll see you there, inshallah. So, سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.